Namaste. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Shal Gulhati, Shiva and Mysticism for another episode of Monday with Mahadev. Today, I'm going to speak to you about a question that has vexed many minds. A lot of people have thought about this for centuries. And that question is there life after death? This is a question we ask because we are fond of life. We want to live forever, but we know that each species has a limited time for which it can live, and then it has to die. And therefore, this quest of being able to live forever, this quest of a sort of immortality, makes us ask this question: is there life after death? And we are not able to really think about this, we are not able to fathom this, because we cannot imagine what it is to be dead when we are alive. So, this is like a catch 22. It's a difficult question to answer because, firstly, when we are alive, we cannot imagine what it is to be not alive. But the more important thing that I want to tell you is that we are not able to fathom this question because when we ask, is there life after death, we are thinking only in terms of the body. But if we think in terms of the soul, अगर हम अपना ध्यान इस स्थूल शरीर से उठाकर आत्मा की तरफ डालें, if we use that focus, and then if we try and ask, is there life after death, we get a lot of more clarity. Now, in all cultures, Eastern or Western, there has been always talk about a soul or a spirit, or Atma as we call it in Hindi. When we are young, let's say we are a child of about 5 years old, and that is the time we learn the use of our body, our limbs. A child knows, this is my hand, with this I can pick up a ball, I can play cricket, these are my eyes, I can see with these, this is my nose, I can smell good perfumes with this, or I can tell a bad odor with this, and this is my mouth, I can eat from here, so on and so forth. And my legs, I can walk with them, I can run with them, maybe even learn how to swim in the water with both my arms and my legs. So we, even as a child, are conscious of our body. We have body consciousness. By the time we grow to be adolescents or teenagers, we become aware that we are not just a body, we are a mind also, and we know that the body and the mind are different, and the two entities make us what we are. And that's the time when all the gurus and the guides and the rishi munis, the seers and the peers tell us that there is a soul as well. You actually have a trinity: body, mind, and soul. Now, the interesting thing is that while it takes us just 8-10 years to shift from body consciousness to mind consciousness, it takes a lifetime to know the soul. Or as the Hindus would say, it takes many lifetimes to know the soul, because their rishis, their seers have already verified that the soul exists, and it is because the soul exists and never dies that we can get another body and another body and another birth, and so on. So if we shift our focus to soul, we realize that not only is there life after death, there is life before birth as well. And I think the Zen masters of Japan have a koan, a question like this: what was your face before you were born? So when we are focused on the soul, and we realize that actually the soul is the entity, the soul is the part of the cosmic consciousness which makes us as an individual. The soul takes a body, and then after the usage of the body for a few years, whatever the span of the species is, 70 years, maybe 80 years in the case of human beings, the body finally destroys itself or gets destroyed, and we say that the person is dead and life has ended. But those who know of the soul realize it is only the body that ends and the soul lives on. And that is the place it goes back to again, to the place of life before birth, and then waits to be given another birth in another body. This is the understanding of the religions and the rishis who have known about rebirth, reincarnation, punarjanam, and therefore for them there is always life after death, as there has been life before birth. So this question can be understood and answered only if we know about our third entity. But the surprising thing is that those who do know of the soul, or those who have even experienced it, they understand that the gift of life in the body is a great gift from Supreme Consciousness. And they do not wait to die in order to go back to the origin. They like to live every moment of their life in Supreme Consciousness. They are thankful to God Almighty for having given this body so that they may live in the body and enjoy that experience with Supreme Consciousness. In fact, the Upanishadic Rishi used to pray to God, to nature, to grant them 100 years of life, because 100 is a sort of paradigm figure. 100 years of life, they thought, is a good long life. But they added, give us 100 years to live so that we may learn about you, we may enjoy our experience with you, and we then finally may go back to you fully aware of where we came from and to where we shall go. I hope you liked this little talk. Join me again next Monday, and I will be back with yet another Shiva wisdom for you. Om Namah Shivaya.